Right now I'm playing with an SJC Birch kit. They made me a really cool bass drum head, which I'm stoked about. But yeah, it's just such a great sounding kit, and I'm really excited to actually have a nice custom kit. I used to play a Gretsch, which I sold to a drummer from the band, The Color and Sound, while we were on tour with them. Just the last day of tour, he's like, I really like your kit. I'm like, do you want to buy it? I just gave it to him that day. I'm really a sucker for really big drums. I just think they sound so cool and they look so cool. Problem with a bigger kick drum is sometimes your kick pedal gets swallowed in it because it's so much space. So I ended up downsizing from a 24 to a 22. But needless to say, at some point I want to have a 26-inch kick drum just because I'm corny like that. Right now it's all Zildjian. The one cymbal I've had for the longest time is Zildjian A Custom Sweet Ride. It's 21 inches. It's basically a ride cymbal that I use as a crash cymbal. I'm on my third right now. I've been playing them for a couple years. I left one in Boston when we played in Boston a couple months ago, and that was a bummer. But yeah, it's just kind of my favorite cymbal, so I just can't stop buying them. Oh, definitely basses. Actually, I would say, I'll rag on basses, but we have a unique situation with our band because Ian, our bassist, is in the center of the stage. And when the band started, I was like, all right, I'm the drummer. That's the drummer has a certain role. The singers, they're the most popular. And then it leaves me and Ian. And I was just kind of like, all right, it's me and Ian. I got this. But then we put him in the middle of the stage, and he is hands down the most popular member of modern baseball. Girls only want to talk to Ian. So I'm bottom tier, just in the back with Ian in front, literally blocking me on stage. You cannot see me most of the time. Oh God. I think it's lame as hell. There was a band I booked years ago, and I really liked them, and the drummer came, and he was borrowing my drums. And first of all, he was really upset for two reasons. He was really upset because there wasn't a second rack tom, and he couldn't do his fills without a second rack tom. And then he was upset that the bass drum wasn't going to be mic'd because we're playing. It was in a basement. And then he wore gloves, and it broke my heart. I wouldn't consider it a solo, but Travis Barker's parts in that song, Please Take Me Home, off of Take Off Your Pants and Jacket. There's just a couple fills in there that just don't make sense to me. So that probably would be my the thing that blows my mind the most, definitely. Rudiments, I do a lot of paradiddles and just open rolls. Pre-show, it's more I have a full body thing. Starting an hour before we play, I'll go for a 3-mile run. I get back, have myself a nice beer, then I'll start warming up with my pad, and I'll do a 20-minute warm-up of different rudiments, but most of it's just beats that I have made up myself. Definitely important, yeah. One of those things that a lot of me was self-taught, so I've lacking some of that. I think any drummer would love to have his chops up more. No. Jake's the best musician. Jake recorded all the parts on Sports, literally every instrument. It was before me and Ian were really in the band. So he's definitely the best, but it's kind of cool because me and him have a really cool relationship where he'll demo out songs, and then me and him will just talk drums, and we'll just kind of mix and match our different ideas. I normally play with pretty light sticks, and then on this tour, Mike from the Wonder Years was just kind of dude, you gotta play with heavier sticks, because he's an animal, and he plays so hard. So I'm just all right, give me your heaviest sticks. I played 2 sets with these tree trunks, and it was just so exhausting. But I've worked my way up where I'm playing something in the middle at this point. I play these Vic Firth, they're 5Bs. I actually got them from Brian from Real Friends. I just kind of I went from using super light sticks to super heavy sticks, and then just pick somewhere in the middle, and that's where I'm comfortable. I think I get the most consistent hits, and there's still a lot of finesse with it. It's cliche, but practice. But not just practice. My biggest regret once I came to college, and then once I was working a real job and everything, that I don't have 7 hours a day to just practice. If you're in high school and you don't play any sports or anything, you come home at 3 and you literally have nothing to do. So just play for 5 hours a day. You might as well. If your parents let you, just do it. Totally. And if you don't, you're a liar. I actually got a call from my mom like this week. She's getting more into social media and like learning more about the internet. So she'll like call me with these revelations of things that like normal people already know about. And she like found some drum covers and she's just like calling me, just like she was like so overwhelmed by like the fact that these kids were playing, and it was pretty cute. Yeah, the kids online are pretty good. They do some wrong stuff. They do some shit wrong. Which makes me feel better about myself. If they were better than me, I'd be bummed. But no, they're good. There's some good ones out there. I don't know. Overrated. I'm very simplistic. My favorite drummers are very simplistic. You know, certain fills will still like throw in fills where they don't need to be. You know, stick tricks, all that kind of stuff. Like that's not adding to the song at all. That's just drawing the attention to yourself. I'm not gonna call anyone out.